Phillies are looking to keep it going here tonight. Yeah, everybody's pretty excited about being at the old ballpark. How could they not be? Zach Wheeler's on the hill. The rain looks like it's going to hold off. You had a little sunshine creeping through behind the scoreboard. Tonight is game 2 of this 3-game series between the Phils and the Athletics. Hey everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy along with Ben Davis. We get set for tonight's ball game. Decent pitching matchups. You know, for the Athletics, they got a guy they got from the Tampa Bay Rays who started out really well this year. And for the Phillies, well, they got Zach Wheeler going again, and it's been a great run.
Yeah, anytime you have number 45 on the mound, you got to like your chances. And getting him back off the IL for everything that happened to him last year, a lot sooner than we thought it was going to happen, he's been a godsend. And Zach Wheeler can be at the top of anybody's rotation. What I'm impressed with is, A, how much the velocity bumped up from his starts in the minor leagues. He said, well, yeah, he goes, you get a little bit more adrenaline here in the big leagues, but his fastball's been explosive. But I have been really, really impressed with his ability to spin the baseball and also that splitter. He's able to climb the ladder. This guy's fastball, when it's on, is basically unhittable. You can ride it through the top of the zone with the four-seamer. He can sink it underneath the hands of the righties and down and away the lefties. But his ability, again, with that sweeper and that split, the combo to offset the lefties has really impressed me.
And he was not happy that he didn't get to the 7-inning mark in this game against the Marlins. But you're right. I mean, everything was effective. And there is that run, which he used to have, despite it being about 1.5 miles less this year in velocity. All right, StatCast powered by Google Cloud gives us a look at his pitch arsenal. And he really is throwing every pitch in his arsenal.
And a high dose of fastballs, whether that be the four-seamer or the two-seamer. But look at the averages against the four-seamer. Not a hit yet, nothing against the sweeper, and just 143 against that splitter. So he has been pretty dominant with all his pitches.
All right, so there's no doubt the Phillies' success over the last 8 games, you can attribute it to the starting pitching. That is really important. But you also could attribute it to Bryce Harper. His run has been very important. It included 2 home runs in last night's game. We'll discuss Harp when we return. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. The Toyota Corolla is the best-selling nameplate of all time. It has 4 models under $25,000. Visit Toyota.com to get your 2026 Toyota Corolla today. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity. Imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Phillies and the Athletics is upon us. And one of the bright spots for the Phillies offensively has been obviously Brandon Marsh, but it's also been Bryce Harper. He has really picked it up over the last 3 weeks, and our Liberty Mutual field coverage shows us at least the last 8 games. 11 hits during those 8 games, but a boatload of extra base hits.
Look at that OPS, over 1,300, and he's doing it in a myriad of ways. Yes, the long ball is there, but this guy is just doing everything when it comes to extra base hits. And the thing is, he's using the whole field. This one out to left field, right down the line for a pair. This guy's been on all speed pitches. He hasn't gone out of the zone for the most part against those breaking balls. He's seen an awful lot of them, Tom. But this is a guy that's staying within himself. His balance is on point right now, and he's getting the job done.
Yeah, and we'll invite you to go to NBCSportsPhiladelphia.com. Cole Weintraub has sort of a breakdown of what Bryce has done differently to prepare for this season here at Citizens Bank Park. It's been refreshing to watch. All right, this guy's been refreshing his entire career here in Philadelphia. We'll get a chance to see Wheels deal when we return. Lineups at first pitch from Citizens Bank Park when we come back to South Philadelphia. NBC 10 News First Alert Weather, the most accurate forecast 10 years in a row. 70 degrees, warmer than we anticipated for today. It has been sprinkling for a lot of the day, but not the steady rain that everybody had talked about, which is a good thing. And it's not going to delay the start of tonight's ball game. Zach Wheeler's taking the mounds, making his first home start since August 2nd, 2025. And if the first 2 starts are any indication, you would expect the velocity to even uptick a little bit more tonight as his arm strength continues to increase, his endurance continues to increase. Although I don't know if there was a question about his endurance. There was more a question about keeping weight on during this whole process.
I wish I had that problem.
He said the same thing to him. Third start of the year, 2.45 ERA, 14 strikeouts in 11 innings. I think that's a key right there. You know, you talk about coming back from thoracic outlet syndrome, and his wasn't the nerve operation, it was the vein. But still, the fact that he has that many strikeouts, you can see the run on his fastball. It's consistently on his fastball, and that is a great thing.
Yeah, we talked about it during the open. I mean, the ride on the four-seamer and the sink on the two-seamer, he just be able to make a ball go east and west. I mean, and with the splitter, he can make it go north and south as well. I mean, he just has such a good arsenal. He believes in all his pitches, and he throws them all with conviction.
Well, the lineup for the Athletics brought to you by Xfinity. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. It's a totally different lineup than last night's game in who's batting where and who is in the lineup. In fact, that guy right there is batting second tonight. He was leading off in last night's ball game for Mark Kotze. Nick Kurtz leads things off. Big Amish.
Nicky Nukes.
He was meeting and greeting some folks earlier today. Talked to him for a little bit today, and I said, hey, good luck with everything, except for the next couple of days.
Sure that brought a smile to his face.
It did. He's reached base safely in 29 consecutive games, hitting .244 on the year. Our first pitch is brought to you by Audi. And for the first time since August 2nd of 2025, Zach Wheeler throws a pitch at Citizens Bank Park, and we're underway, and it's up and away. 1 ball and no strikes. The great Mike McConey just said first pitch at 6:40. Down the left field line out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike.
So we're right on time.
Right on time. Oh, that's going to throw Scott off.
Yep. Scott and the birthday boy over there.
Yeah. 6 de Mayo. Larry Anderson's birthday. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss. The cutter at 92.
That's where you kind of have to attack Kurtz. Talked about the size of him. You can get up underneath his hands. That's the best spot to go.
There's that on base streak. It included reaching base safely 20 straight times with a walk in a game. Takes low, 2-2. He has a good idea, a good sense of the strike zone. Kurtz does.
And he's not just a slugger. I mean, this guy's he's a complete hitter.
Even though I was surprised to see how many times he struck out already this year. Outside, 3-2. There's that 20-game walk streak that we talked about. Barry Bonds did it. That's not a surprise.
No.
Roy Cohenbine, you remember him.
Oh, yeah.
3-2. Topper up the first base side. Wheeler comfortably off the mound. 1 out. Phillies defense brought to you by Car Shield. And the change tonight is Edmundo Sosa is playing second base, and Brandon Marsh moves from left field to center field. And Felix Reyes is starting in left field tonight with the left-hander on the mound. Jacob Wilson, the batter. He's hit in 9 consecutive games. His average at .296. On the inside corner.
Walked out with Zach out to our cars last night, and we were talking about Sanchez's performance, and I said, that was surgical. He goes, you better believe it. But he said, after the first time through the lineup, he went up to Caleb Gotham and said, do they always swing this often? Caleb said they're an aggressive bunch.
I wonder if that restructures how Zach approaches tonight's game. Fouled, and it's 1-2. Jacob Wilson, a 59% swing rate, which is the 3rd highest in Major League Baseball. He's also, we mentioned this last night, he's also chasing about 10% higher this year than last year, which has gotten better. It has gotten better as he has gotten better because he was off to such a slow start.
I mean, it's a blessing and a curse if you're a hitter because you feel like you can get to anything, but to have that kind of bat-to-ball skills, it can go against you thinking you can hit everything.
Curveball popped foul behind home plate.
Just because you can get your bat on it doesn't mean you're going to hit it hard somewhere.
Well, through May 6th last year, I mean, he was on fire, hitting .333, but it's not too far off in a lot of ways. Hits this one over to third. One hopper. Bohm has it. Little spin and a toss in time.
Good job to retreat on that ball there specifically. You don't always have to attack it. A fine play there by Boehmer.
Well, 2 groundouts to start the ball game.
He takes that jab step backwards, fires a strike on to Harp at first.
Athletics are the top team in the American League West. They're above 500. Everybody else is, under. And Soderstrom, who was down in the lineup last night, is up in the number 3 spot. Athletics are a couple of games ahead of Seattle, who is in second place. Fly ball center field. Marsh started back. Now he's in. Plenty of time to get under it. 13 pitches here in the first inning for Zach. And it's a 1-2-3 top of the first. Phillies offense will go to work when we return. One internet price, 5 years guaranteed. Turner, Schwarber, Harper, Garcia. That's the same 1 through 4. And then Sosa bats 5th, facing left-hander Jeffrey Springs, who's allowed 13 runs in his last 14 innings of work. Got off to a very good start for the Athletics. And here is one of those next tests for the Phillies, because, during this run of winning 7 of 8, they have faced right-handers as starting pitchers. Now they face a left-handed starter where they've really struggled so far this year. They're 0-10 against lefty starters. That's non-openers. Now this is his 8th start. He's 3-2, 3.96 ERA. He'll throw a lot of fastballs. Just about half his pitches are fastballs. Well, that was awfully close to coming in here.
Very close. I don't think I've ever had one that close here.
To your right is the only ball I remember coming in here. It hit the wall and hit Sarge.
Poor guy.
Yeah. He didn't have a hat on either.
No?
Swinging a foul. We had one of those Jeff caps on, so they're a little softer.
Yeah.
You can wear those with the headphones. And I know this might come to a surprise to everybody, but he was surprised by it.
He called you recently?
I talked to him last week, actually.
Did he call the right Tom when he called you?
He did.
He did? Okay. Just making sure.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Turner as we start the bottom of the first. Swing and a miss. Got him out front on the changeup. And 1 away. Well, StatCast 3D, powered by Google Cloud, gives us a look at Jeffrey Springs' arsenal.
You mentioned that changeup he just got the strikeout with. He throws that third most percentage-wise, 19.1% of the time, and hitters hitting just .219 against it.
Yeah, the right-left splits are pretty much similar.
Yeah.
Right-handers are hitting .212, left-handers are hitting .216.
And if there is a time to get Springs, it's the first time through. Opponent's hitting .245 against him. The second and third time, not good. 193 and 194, respectively. Those are good numbers.
Opposite way for Schwarber. That one out toward the corner. It is a 1-hop off the wall. Schwarber hustling on his way to second. He'll get there. His 7th double of the year. He was 0 for 5 last night, and now he's got an extra base hit.
To be that strong and just have the ability just to flick it. I mean, just a flip of the wrist. Balance good. Head down good. High finish good. Schwarberian's got himself a double.
Yeah, and he's pulled even with Harper for extra base hits, second now in the National League. Now the red hot Bryce Harper is up. He was 3 for 4 last night with a couple home runs. Now 371 career home runs. He waves at the first one. It's 0-1. Matt Olson, who's taken over the league lead in home runs from Schwarber, also has the lead in extra base hits. He's one of those guys that's just having a remarkable start.
He is.
Bouncer right side. Schwarber goes over to third, and Harper's retired. 4-3 on the putout. The Athletics defense brought to you by Car Shield. So they've changed it up too. They've got Butler, who is their normal everyday player, but he's just struggling. So they didn't have him play last night against the lefty. He's in center. Carlos Cortez, his numbers offensively are off the charts. He's in right field. Geloff moves from the outfield to third base. Yeah, now Garcia, who was 0 for 3 in last night's ball game.
This is Heim's first game behind the dish for the A's. How about the ERAs? With Langoliers is back there with Springs on the mound, a 5.51 ERA.
Well, that's crazy.
With Austin Wynns, just a 2.82.
Now, Wynns is a good defender. He's just really struggled offensively.
Those numbers are drastic, though.
One ball, one strike. Garcia 1 for 11 against Springs. He's going to challenge that one. It's an early challenge. I think he feels confident with it, though.
The pitch is called a strike. The batter is challenging.
ABS is powered by T-Mobile.
Wow.
That is
The
really
call
close.
overturned. Philadelphia has 2 challenges remaining.
Way in. I mean, that ball almost hit him, Tom.
I got to tell you, it is remarkable for all the complaints that folks have about umpires behind the plate, how close these pitches are.
Yeah.
Two and two.
And to challenge it in the first inning is that's aggressive.
Well, he does have a runner at third. Maybe that's part of it. Hey, listen, I want to get a chance to drive in this run. I don't know. It is aggressive. I wonder how hard it is to take the emotion out of it when you're deciding on challenging.
I don't think it would be very, very easy because as a pitcher, you think every pitch is a strike. As a hitter, you think every pitch is a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Well, that changeup was nasty in this inning. Picked up a couple of strikeouts on it. Phillies leave one over at third. We have played one here in South Philadelphia. Bigger savings with Xfinity Mobile and get Wi-Fi plus 5G that won't strike out. Xfinity, imagine that. Top of the second, along with the sweaty Ben Davis, I'm Tom McCarthy. Rooker leads it off and he takes a strike. I will admit it is warmer today than we thought it was going to be.
Very humid. Yeah. Good call on not wearing the vest.
The vest would have been just
that'd have been a problem.
Would have been a poor decision. I've made that poor decision one other time this year. There's a base hit inside the first base. Harper's reaction was great. He's like, I don't know, there's nothing we can do about that. And Rooker on his way to second is there sliding. It was awfully close. Turner says take a look at it. That was an amazing throw from Garcia.
And Rooker wasn't, I mean, he was moving the whole time.
They're not going to challenge it. Rooker's 100th career double. Well, it'll be a memorable one. The bare hand is what helped him.
But he may have gotten him on that back shoulder.
Nope.
Nope. That was something else. Got rid of that ball so quickly.
He sure did. So he's in scoring position. Here's Carlos Cortez. How about this guy? Former 3rd-round pick by the New York Mets, who was released from the Mets because, you know, he's a minor league free agent. Signed by the Athletics as a free agent before last year. All he's doing this year is hitting .387 with 4 homers. 2-0. I mean, he showed signs last year. He hit .309 in limited time last year. But this is, I don't think anybody envisioned this. 2-1.
Perfect pitch.
He's only made 1 start against left-handed pitching. So he's basically starting against right-handers, but accumulating these numbers. he has had other plate appearances against lefties.
I think he was happy to have the night off against Sanchez last
I
night.
would think most people were, except for the fact that they wound up losing. But yeah, I would think the lefties were happy about it. 3 balls and 1 strike to Cortez, who is 20 for 40 with 7 extra base hits in his last 12 games. A topper over to the right side. He'll get the runner over to third. 4-3 on the putout. 3 ground ball outs.
Let's see if Zach can bear down here. Leave him stranded over there at third base with just 1 out.
Jeff McNeil, the batter, he got a nice embrace. This is normal for a Met. McNeil has 3 straight multi-hit games. And he fouls the first pitch from his former teammate off. His numbers against the Phillies as a member of the Mets, .302 batting average with 7 home runs.
Definitely the right man at the plate for the A's. This guy doesn't strike out a whole lot, puts balls in play. Another guy, much like Wilson, loves to swing the bat. Doesn't walk a whole lot.
Now the Phillies have held him in check the last 2 years. Just 9 hits and 48 at-bats. And he has struck out 11 times during that time. Popped up.
Come on back.
Out toward foul territory. Third base side. Bohm. He makes the catch. That's a big pitch. It's a big out. 2 outs. And then Jonah Heim is coming up.
Some good pitching right there by Wheeler. He's just 1 out away from getting himself out of this.
Athletics just picked Jonah Heim up from the Braves. Really wasn't any space for him. We saw him earlier this year when the Phillies played the Atlanta Braves. Former Gold Glover, former All-Star with the Texas Rangers.
The big catcher.
You say that with pride.
Well, I mean, you don't typically see guys of his size back behind the dish, but.
And you say that with pride. I mean, you were one of the larger catchers.
I was.
Were you as big as Matt Wieters, right? I mean, he was the largest one, wasn't he?
Yeah, we're the same size.
6'5".
Bruce Bochy. Boch is up there too.
I don't think nobody was bigger than 6'5", were they?
No.
Joel Skinner.
No, he wasn't.
3-0. 3-1.
You have guys on the opposite end of the spectrum like Pudge and.
Yeah, right. They couldn't call you
the Molinas.
Pudge.
Right, the Molinas.
Right. They would have called you like Slick or Shorty or something.
They grew up in the 20s.
3-1. A bouncer over to first. 3-1 on the putout. A's are now 0 for 10 with runners in scoring position. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Business, all in connection and protection your small business can rely on. No one does business like Comcast Business. Bet365 gives us the odds for Edmundo Sosa to hit a home run in today's ball game. Edmundo playing second base with the lefty on the mound.
Well, you figured he'd be in there today against the southpaw.
Edmundo takes in. He's hit it 9 of his 13 games, which you look at that. We had a challenge on that. Early challenge for the Athletics. That's a strike.
The call is overturned. The Athletics have 2 challenges remaining.
All right, well, again, really close.
Yeah.
Mundo fouls it back. It remains 0-2. Anyway, talking about Mundo, he's hit a 9 of 13. It's kind of significant because he doesn't play every day. So the fact that he's able to get out there and hit more often than not when he's in there, it's important. He hooks this one right at the third baseman, Geloff.
He still squared that up despite being way out in front. Still hit that ball really hard. I mean, he's not even out of the box yet. Geloff was in center field last night for the A's.
Yes, he was.
Boy, that versatility. I mean, if you're a manager, you got to love that. Knowing you can put guys all over the joint.
I saw him taking ground balls out of third base today, just to kind of get back into the rhythm of it. JT was 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. It was significant, though. It was a double. Drove in a couple runs. 0-2.
Yeah, that was a big 2-out, 2 RBI double. Extend the Phillies' lead last night. He had some good swings last night. A long fly ball to right field. Almost got out.
That one's lined into left field, a base hit. That's a good sign. Second hit for the Phils.
As a hitter, you just love getting those 0-2 hits. They don't happen very often, but try and go up and in here. He just pulls his hands in and may have broken his bat. Didn't sound super crisp off the bat, but he will take it.
Sprinkler. Brandon Marsh, the batter. And he bunts toward third. Geloff charges, has it, throws off balance, and it's off the glove of Kurtz. That'll be a base hit for Marsh.
Kurtz picks it, he's out. Good play for Geloff just to even get there. Marshy gives himself up extremely early. He's looking at that ball to get by him. Blocks it with his right leg. Now 4 hits in the last 2 games. He's going to have 3 more at-bats at least in this one.
Alec Boehm hitting 161. Just 7 hits against left-handed pitching. Been part of the issue for the Phillies. Phillies are hitting 190 as a team against left-handed pitching.
And it hasn't been Schwarber and Harper. I mean, they handle lefties well.
Out toward left field. It's off the end of the bat. Soderstrom to the track makes the catch. And there are 2 outs.
Good swing by Boehm. Just a hair out in front.
And now young Felix Reyes, who's had to adapt to not playing every day and basically playing against left-handers. Snapped an 0 for 17 stretch in the series against the Marlins. He hit a rocket double to left field that would have been out of this ballpark. And he bounces that one to third. Geloff has it to second, and the inning is over. 26 pitches through 2 innings for Springs. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left for the Phillies. We'll move on to the third. House quote of the game comes from Bryce Harper about the Phillies starting pitching. Starting pitching has been really, really good lately. When you have starting pitching like that, it's pretty easy to go out there as an offense and try to get some runs on the board and know that you don't have to score more than enough to win a game. Oh, it's been a huge turnaround for the Phillies starters. In the last 8 games, since the 28th of April, the starters' ERA 1.53, but the overall ERA 2.38. So the bullpen is settling into different roles with the starters going deep.
I told Zach what I told you on the way out to our cars again. What I said, I'd never felt more comfortable last night in a one-run ball game than I was with Sanchez on the mound. He said, "No kidding, huh?" Yeah. He goes, "There wasn't a worry in the dugout."
Yeah, the words coming out of the Athletics clubhouse were glowing also about how good he was.
I talked to Dallas Braden, who does the color in the booth next to us for the A's. He goes, "I would love, Dallas Braden, former lefty. I'd love to pick his brain."
Although Dallas, when he walks in the room, Christopher might look at him and go, "Oh, there's a quirky left-hander."
Yeah. Owner of a perfect game, though.
That's right. Swing and a miss. 1-1 to Lawrence Butler, who is 1 for 9 over his last 4 games and hitting just 180. There's Dallas.
He doesn't have his cap on tonight. Typically
No,
has one on.
I think I saw his open with Jenny Kavnar, who's the play-by-play voice of the Athletics television. I thought he was wearing it earlier.
What a beard. Oh,
inside. 3-1.
Guess that was a little low. Look at that beard.
That's a good beard.
There might be stuff living in there. What do you think?
Some extra vittles.
That is thick.
At ball 4, they're going to challenge that. That looks like it was a pretty good pitch.
The pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
I think we should start incorporating names.
The call is overturned. Philly has 2 remaining.
So 3-2. So when the umpire says it, the pitch was called a ball, yet JT is challenging. Just to kind of make it more informal.
More personal.
Yeah. JT's now 7 for 10.
It's a pretty good percentage.
Although if you were still catching, the umpire would be confused.
What's that?
He wouldn't know whether to call you Mark or Ben.
I know what I'd call you.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Butler. And he fouls it away into the Hall of Fame club, Cadillac Hall of Fame club. Another one fouled off.
Oh, with the curveball there.
That's the thing about what he's been able to do, is that there hasn't been a pitch that he hasn't been able to utilize when he wants to.
Right.
Now, there's been some frustration sometimes with certain pitches command-wise, but he's able to go back to it. And there's ball 4. No challenge there. First walk. And the leadoff batter aboard for the 2nd straight inning for the Athletics.
Back to a cutter. He does not look happy with himself.
There's the pitch sequence.
I mean, that case in point, you just can't sit on anything.
Now, Butler's struggles offensively has slowed down his run game. Last year he stole 22 bases in 152 games. And he had a really nice offensive year power-wise. But this year he's only got the 4 stolen bases. But he can run. One ball, 1 strike. Geloff hitting .256. He's hit in 4 straight games. One and 2.
And that's the thing with Zach, with the 4-seamer, the 2-seamer. There's really no difference in velocity-wise. The pitch before was the sinker at 96. The 4-seamer there at 94. Usually it's the opposite way around, but he's able to keep it up at the top. Oh. I don't know how you take that one.
Swing and a miss. Splitter. First strikeout for Zach.
I think if I'm a right-handed hitter, that is the last pitch I'm looking for against Zach Wheeler. That acted more like a changeup. Geloff way out in front. That didn't have the tumbling action we typically see out of a splitter, but it worked well.
Ball's whacked foul off the first base line. Kurtz grounded out to Zach his first time up, just to the right of the mound. Tried to check his swing. He went, says Malachi.
Man. A lot of A's fans here.
A lot of Kurtz fans here too.
They were all down on the field last night.
Oh yeah, they were. A lot of them were wearing Phillies jerseys. That one's hit sharply, and it's flagged down by Sosa. But he throws to first in time to get Kurtz.
Smart play on both ends. One, you got to know the runner at home plate. Kurtz obviously not as fleet-footed as Butler. Take the shore out. That's exactly what Sosa does. Fine play. It's your All-State good hands replay. He could have spun and possibly gotten Butler at second, but might as well take the shore one at first. Heads up play. Again, Sosa showing off his baseball instincts.
And Kurtz, who hits everything hard. In fact, his average exit velocity is 4th highest in Major League Baseball. You get him out, that's a good thing. Wilson grounded out to third his first time up, so he's 0 for 1. 5 different ground ball outs for Zach. When he pitches this inning, that long at bat to Butler is what extended this inning.
48 overall, not terrible.
Yeah, the 1-2 reaches out, pokes it toward right. Coming on is Garcia. He can't make the play. He'll field it on one hop. Butler's coming home. The throw to the plate is not in time. What a slide by Butler to give the Athletics a 1-0 lead. It was a running throw by Garcia, who wound up on the infield dirt.
The fact that he's even making these this close is ridiculous.
Let's take a look at wire cam.
The rear end was in the third base dugout, but he somehow dumped it in the right.
Yeah, this was, I think this is all about this slide. Watch, he pulls his hand out. Whoop.
Wow. Athletic.
An RBI for Wilson. It's the Athletics' first hit in this series with the runner in scoring position. First time the Phillies have trailed. This is how good it's been going since Game 2 against the Marlins. That was Saturday afternoon. It's 0-2 to Soderstrom. There goes Wilson. We'll have that base stolen. Second steal.
Zach's doing a good job of getting ahead of these guys, just having a little bit of trouble finishing them off. Oh, my goodness.
He's got 7-0-2 counts. That's what you're talking about getting ahead.
Yeah.
3-2. Three full counts. Rooker very dangerous in the on-deck circle.
That was on JT calling that one. I don't know if they had their signs messed up.
I don't know if the pitch timer was winding down too. It's a 3-2-1, and Zach delivers. Pulled on the ground to first, and Harper has it. 3-1 on the putout. Inning is over. The Athletics, though, do score. RBI single by Wilson. Top of the order's due up. We'll see Turner, Harper, then everybody else. Brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery, visit PALottery.com or download the app today. Players must be 18 or older, Ben. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians. Trey Turner struck out his first time up. He'll lead off the home third. The Phillies trailing it. Phillies have 3 hits so far. They've left a runner at third, 1 runner at second base also. But I think coming in, I think people realize this may not be the easiest of series because the A's have a lot of young players, offensive players, but their starters have allowed just 1 run or fewer in 6 of their last 10 games.
You talked about during the crossover that the numbers on Springs are just home ERA 4.87, away ERA 2.95. They're hitting 247 at home against him, just 172 when he's on the road.
Fouled back.
Those are pretty drastic numbers.
Yeah. What is it about his fastball, which he throws half the time, that is causing hitters to only hit 190 against it?
It's the ride at the top, and I know it's not going to light up a lot of radar guns.
No, that last one was a 91.
It's just is. I looked up his spin rate last night. It's a little under 2,200. Zach Wheeler's, for that matter, is, I believe it was at 2,400, 2,500. So obviously Zach throws a lot harder, so you're going to get a little bit higher spin rate, but he's able to just backspin it and keep it on plane through the zone.
Fly ball right field. Not that deep. Cortez. He makes the catch. Our Citizen stats leaders. Citizens, the official bank of the Phils, and we've updated it with Schwarber's double. So Matt Olson's #1 in extra base hits. Then Harper and Schwarber tied for second. James Wood is #4.
He's a good-looking young hitter, isn't he?
He's a good-looking young hitter and fielder.
28 extra base hits. It's May 6th. Uh-oh.
Broken bat.
I talked to Phil Sheridan and I said, the boys went through some bats last night, huh? So you have to order some more. He said, yeah. He goes, but it's okay when they win. Cal uses a cupped bat. So you see the cup at the end. It takes an extra ounce out without losing the density. Ball went right off that cup. Look at that ball spinning. I used a cup bat coming up through the minors in my first few years in the big leagues, and then I just did get them cupped, and I never went back to it.
Why did you use it first? Why didn't you use it after that?
Because I wasn't as strong as I got later on in my career.
That ball's hit out towards center. Butler ranging back near the Hatfield side. He has room, and he makes the catch.
So I could take an ounce out of the bat without losing the density, but as I got older, I got a little bit stronger. Talked about getting the barrel to it. It's a giant home run replay, ×2. This was just out of the range of Geloff in center. Everyone in the ballpark thought he had it.
Harper hits that one on one hop out to second base. McNeil has it. And a 1-2-3 third inning for Springs. 10 pitches. We'll head to the fourth. Athletics lead it 1-0. This wrap fourth inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Well, where the heck are the Galapagos gang? Well, they're up near the big scoreboard in left center field, section 245. Brent Rooker leads it off. He doubled his first time up. Takes outside. One and one. Rooker's hit 30 home runs or more in 3 consecutive years. Pretty much settled into the DH role.
And not the start that he wanted, that's for sure.
Yeah, but even with his struggles, they find themselves in first place. So if you anticipate he's going to get out of it, maybe not on this at bat.
He's got a .301 slugging percentage.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe for him.
Second strikeout for Zach Wheeler. Oof. How about the movement on that pitch?
Wow. That's nasty.
Well, now Cortez, the batter.
Go for like a 10 to 12 pitch inning here.
Kind of settle him back
yeah,
into the
keep
groove.
that pitch count down a little bit more. Ideally, you want 15 pitches or less per inning. So slightly over that right now.
1 ball, 1 strike. Cortez, I mentioned how good he's been. He grounded out his last time up, but he's 20 for his last 41. You know, he's a left-handed hitter, left-handed thrower. But when he was younger, he realized that being left-handed, he was limited to playing, and they're going to challenge this one.
The catcher is challenging the pitch.
I think JT's going to win another one here. Another ABS look, and it's at the top of the zone.
The whole
The call
ball's
is
in there.
overturned. Philadelphia has 2 remaining.
So 1 and 2. Anyway, Cortez, when he was younger, he realized, well, if I'm left-handed, I could pitch. I could probably play the outfield, maybe first base, but nowhere else. So he taught himself how to play right-handed, so he could play other positions. Popped up over toward third. Trey Turner's going to make the call and the catch. Anyway, so in an emergency, if need be, you could put him at second base or third base right-handed.
It's incredible.
If need be.
If need be.
Right.
It's like Milt Thompson.
He's like Milt Thompson. 2 outs for McNeil, who was popped out. He's 0 for 1. Hits this one softly to shortstop. There you go, Ben. You asked for it, and you got it. A 9-pitch inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Athletics here in the 4th inning. Middle of the 4th. 1-0 Sacramento. This wrap fourth inning is brought to you by Toyota. Check out Toyota.com and visit your local tri-state Toyota dealer today. Toyota, let's go Phils. Phillies trail at 1-0. Adolis Garcia will lead it off. Garcia struck out his first time up. 2 strikeouts for the lefty for the A's, and he continues to throw that changeup.
It's fastballs into righties and changeups down and away.
Check swing, appeal, no swing. Alfonso Marquez.
Thank you, Fonzie.
Looked like he did hold.
Oh, yeah. Right on cue. Fastballs in, changeups away.
Edmundo was way away from the baseball lifestyles 101 on deck circle. 3 balls, 1 strike.
He's trying to get a better look. That's all.
He's almost behind home plate. He's almost creeping in a Toyota shot. Fly ball out to short center field. Butler comes sprinting in. And he waits. And 1 away. Philadelphia is the only city to have 2 separate hitting Triple Crown winners in the same season in MLB history. Who won them and in what year?
Two separate hitting Triple Crown winners.
It's got to be Chuck Klein, right?
He's on every list.
And Jimmy Fox. I would think. Ed here in the press box gave us that one.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Mr. Deal?
Yep.
You know where his son went to high school, don't you?
Malvern Preparatory School.
You better believe it.
Fly ball down the left field line. Sorry, Kenny. I think I said it wrong. Soderstrom over in foul territory, out of room.
Yeah, Mr. Deal's son, Ed, was a very, very good player, and then went on to play at Villanova.
Right, I knew that.
He had a cannon for an arm. But obviously, all those of you who have ever been up to the press box area, Mr. Deal takes care of everybody, gives them tours.
Gives tours, too, right? People give tours here at the ballpark. If you've been on one, you may have had Ed. Foul back 1-2. There he is.
There's
He's
Mr.
cold.
Deal.
Just soaking it in.
He's like, why am I on TV?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Uh-oh.
What are they saying about me?
Uh-huh.
I know Edmundo had quite the hack at that last pitch.
He knows he's on.
He does. Not his first rodeo.
Larry, who has all the stats and all the figures, just said that Mr. Deal attended Connie Mack's funeral. I didn't know that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Any stat you can't get, Larry? My goodness. Talented man. I think you go back to that changeup here, down and away.
Yep. Swing and a miss. He does get the changeup. Join us Saturday, May 23rd, when the Phils host the Guardians for a night to honor those who serve on Salute to Service Night, presented by Toyota. Like Ed Deal, an exclusive bucket hat is available to fans who purchase special theme night tickets. While supplies last, secure tickets today at Phillies.com/theme nights. JT takes up and away. Fouled off.
And this is what I was talking to Ruben about before the game and how to approach these lefties. He's just not a guy you can get both sides of the plate to. If you hit the ball well in, just look for that fastball in it until you get to 2 strikes. Then you obviously have to protect, but it's like they're swinging at the fastball in, and they're also swinging at the changeup away.
Well, his changeup has been really good tonight. And the 1-2 pitch. Swinging a floater out toward right field. Cortez won't get there. And JT is 2 for 2.
Got a single to left on an 0-2 pitch and a single to right on a 1-2 pitch. By the way, Kyle Schwarber gets into the DJ way more than anybody else.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yes.
It's the DJ?
It's the DJ. They got their hand on their ear and they're scratching the record with the other hand. There you go. Look at his eyes.
Marsh takes strike 1. It's 0-1. I don't think I've ever seen Hollywood or DJ 9. I don't think I've seen them do
scratching
that
records.
beyond
Really?
home plate. I don't know. I haven't seen them do it. They could probably do it though. Runs outside, 1-1. Marsh had the bunt single his last time up and extended his hitting streak to 8. He has 11 hits during that time. Last 12 games hitting .419. 27 total bases. Batting average with balls in play at .471. Uh-oh. And JT's picked off. We'll talk more about Brandon Marsh next inning because he'll get a chance to bat in the bottom of the 5th inning. Right now we're going to go to the top of the 5th with the Athletics up 1-0. Alex slipping into the radio booth. It is Larry Anderson's birthday, everybody. 6 de Mayo. Boy, those celebrations used to be fun.
There was a time.
You know, Cinco de Mayo was always fun, but 6 de Mayo, oof, when Larry would celebrate a birthday.
He did it the right way.
Debbie Nacito brought him in some cupcakes, some Milky Way cupcakes. Did you have one?
I did not.
I know you love sweets.
Yeah.
They were very good. Happy birthday, buddy.
Yeah, happy birthday, Larry.
Swinging a foul by Jonah Heim, and it's 0-1.
He didn't get cheated on that swing, did he? My goodness.
A little disappointed the Fanatic didn't dump popcorn all over Larry.
Make a mess of the booth.
Been known to do that. Fly ball, center field. Marsh is over. Just 11 pitches to get the last 4 outs for Zach. Working on a win brought to you by the Home Depot. And the starting rotation, the last 7 games, we talked about it. That's the way it's supposed to be, right?
Yep. Well, it's supposed to be. I don't know if it's. That is incredible. Look at the ERA. Look at the whip. Remarkable.
0-1. It's given Don Mattingly a chance to kind of settle in as the skipper. He's 7-1. Best start for a manager after his first 8 games was Rob, who was 8-0. Pat Moran was 7-1 in 1915. One ball, 1 strike to Lawrence Butler. Off the hands, 1-2. He's attacking the strike zone a little bit more, isn't he?
Yes, he is. He's not messing around.
And a called strike 3. No challenge from Butler. 3rd strikeout for Zach. 2 outs. He's retired 6 in a row.
Look where this one is. I mean, what are you going to do with that? First of all, how do you not give up on it if you're a left-handed hitter? You're thinking, there's no way that ball's coming back to home plate.
Geloff lines one down the left field line. It's hooking. It is a fair ball. It's going to spin into foul territory. And Geloff's going to get to second base with his second double of the year. He too has a lot of friends and family that have come to watch him play.
The Cape Henlopen High School in Lewis, Delaware. Sneaks it just inside the fair line. Stayed through that ball nicely.
Yeah, he and Kurtz used to come to Phillies games, not together. They probably didn't even know each other at the time. But he was at the 2008 World Series.
As was I.
8 years old. You were not 8 years old in 2008. That one's pulled into the hole on the right side of base hit. Geloff's around third, heading for home. Here's the throw by Garcia on one hop. He is safe at home. And Kurtz extends his on-base streak to 30 games, and the Athletics take a 2-0 lead.
Getting their 2-out production, that's for sure. It's one thing to throw a ball this hard, but his accuracy is just incredible.
Yeah, one of the top percentages in the league as far as velocity goes.
But he's on target seemingly every time.
And Kurtz was he was umpiring from first base to 17th RBI. We mentioned that he used to come to games too. His family used to have season tickets in section 116 here at Citizens Bank Park.
Behind the Phillies dugout.
Yep. He was here for game 2 of the 2008 Division Series game when Victorino hit the grand slam. So both Kurtz and Geloff have saw their fair share of Phillies games when they were younger, and now they're playing against the fighting Phils.
Getting hits, getting RBI, scoring runs.
That one's line caught by Bryce Harper over at first, and the inning is over. But the Athletics get another 2-out base hit to drive in a run. Middle of the 5th inning, the Phils offense looking to get on track. Kyle Schwarber teamed up with Families Behind the Badge Children's Foundation to host a special event to support officers at Philadelphia Police Department 25th District, a district which has experienced the loss of 2 officers in recent years. In addition to treating the officers to lunch and meeting with local heroes, Kyle and Families Behind the Badge hosted an interactive session for officers. Kyle also was part of a meet and greet here at the ballpark as well.
He does so much.
Yeah, Kyle and his wife Paige support wellness, education, and crisis needs for police, fire, military personnel, and their families. To date, nearly $1 million has been raised for the cause, with efforts continuing at his upcoming Schwarber's Neighborhood Heroes block party. As Marsh sends this one out toward the State Farm sign, over the head of Butler, it kicks away. Marsh going to second. It's bobbled by Butler a couple times, and Marsh will get to third.
Butler typically really sound in center field. He just gets turned around on this one and has no idea. Once he started backpedaling, it was over for Butler.
Well, the bench certainly loved it. First triple of the year for Brandon Marsh. 12th extra base hit. And now with the infield back, Bohm has a chance to drive in a run here. And Alec pops it up over near first. Kurtz is under it, and he makes the catch. What a way. Reyes coming up. 19th triple of in the career for Brandon Marsh. And now Reyes, who hit one to third on a fielder's choice his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Again, the infield is back. Kurtz is in on the grass at first. And a ground ball to shortstop. That'll get the run home. Marsh will score. 2-1 ball game.
Take it.
Second RBI for Reyes.
Good situational hitting. He's only seen 2 pitches tonight as Reyes in his 2 at bats, but gets an RBI there.
And that last little sputter by Butler where he bobbled the baseball. I think Marsh was probably going to go to third anyway, but it made it a clear sail to third base. Trey Turner's 0 for 2, takes inside, 1 ball, no strikes.
By the way, did you catch that easy cheese across the diamond there from Wilson? Good Lord. I thought he had a good arm. I didn't know his arm was that good.
His dad was one of the better shortstops in the league for a long time. Line drive, base hit it to right field for Turner. And Trey is aboard. He's hit an 8 of 10.
Looks like he sat on this changeup, got it, let it get deeper, and smoked it to right field. A lot of hits over that side. You know, we talked about the changeup and how good it's been tonight. He sat at 19%. We talked about it. It's up to over 33% in tonight's ball game.
Yeah, that's 19 changeups.
Incredible.
Phillies now with 88 opposite field hits this season, which moves them to 5th most in Major League Baseball. Springs has already picked off 1. That was the first time the Phillies had somebody picked off. That was JT in the 4th inning.
Schwarber has hit the farthest ball in this ball game. 383 feet fly out to center field his last at bat. A long out.
It was a long out. It was out by the beginning of the Phillies bullpen to where the fence goes from low to high. Down and away, 2-1. Schwarber's also doubled. That was to left field his first time up. Second 3-ball count for Springs.
Does he challenge him here?
I say no. Line drive foul down the right field line. Ooh.
Let's hope she's okay.
Yeah. I think she is. She was really just trying to get out of the way. That ball was hit so hard. I mean, watch how fast she gets out of the way. Whoop.
Can't blame her.
Cannot blame her. That was like 98 miles an hour off the bat.
When you're not expecting it, it'll get on you in a hurry.
Well, you're also trying to think, I can't interfere with this, because if it's fair and it hits me, I'm in trouble. Well, if it hits me anyway, I'm in trouble. And a call, strike 3. Kyle's going to challenge it.
He's taking his
The
gear
pitch
off.
is called a strike. The batter is challenging.
and going to first.
Let's take a look. He's got to take it off no matter what. He's got to either go to the dugout or he's going to go to first. It is a strike.
The call is confirmed. Philadelphia has 1 challenge remaining.
And that'll end the inning. The Phillies do get a run back, though, on the RBI by Reyes. We'll go to the 6th inning. Phillies down 2-1. Cross Phillies of the week are Justin Crawford and Alec Bohm. Both Bohm and Crawford delivered in the clutch to secure walk-off wins, marking the first sweep of the season for the Phils over the San Francisco Giants. It was the first time the Phillies collected 2 walk-off wins since July 24th, 1998 versus the Florida Marlins. The Phillies' walk-off excellence is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Well, there's Justin Crawford, who's got the night off with the left-hander on the mound. You know, his numbers last year in AAA were really good against left-handers. The part of it is just getting Reyes some at-bats, and you can't get Marsh out of this lineup.
No.
He's red hot. Zach Wheeler begins this inning with 77 pitches. 12 his last inning, 9 the inning before. Fly ball left field, well hit. Reyes going back out toward the wall, got turned around. It's gone. A solo home run for Soderstrom. It's the first home run Zach's allowed this year, and it's 3-1.
The Phils get a run, bottom of the 5th, and the A's answer right back. Something that our bench coach in Seattle, Renee Latchman, always talked about, those shutdown innings. You know, you get momentum back on your side, and then you go and give one away. Pretty sweet swing there.
Well, now Rooker the batter. And by the way, for Zach, he's into the 6th inning. Including the playoffs, he has pitched 5 or more innings in 45 straight starts. Fifth home run for Soderstrom.
He knew it too. He went into that jog quickly. You know, it's funny when you watch from this vantage point here. When I watched JT set up down on the field, it looked like he was right off the back hip of Rooker. And then when you watch on TV, he doesn't look that far inside. Isn't that weird? It's because they went inside with that sinker, and I thought, man, he's really inside. And when you look at it TV, it doesn't look as drastic.
Swing and miss. He gets him on the strikeout.
That's just right on by you.
Yeah, it's 4 strikeouts.
Not where JT wanted it, but
it ran nice. Well, I think, you know, I've talked to people about this. You know, they always ask, do you call the game off the monitor or off the field? And I think for the most part, I always do it off the field, but you do the same. I mean, you were just looking there for setup.
Right.
So what we see from behind home plate might be a little different than how Bernie captures it with the center field camera. Swing and a miss, 0-2.
Like that one right there, that seemed like he was in the right-handed batter's box, looking at it with my naked eye. But then I look on the television, he's like, oh, he's just shaded just a hair off on the outer third.
But the glove is toward the middle.
Yes.
1-2 to Cortez. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he's popped out to shortstop. Softly bounced out toward the middle. To the glove side is Turner. And there are 2 outs. Heads up, all fans will receive a retro Phillies cap presented by SEI on Thursday, May 7th, when the Phils host the Athletics. Secure your seats today. That would be tomorrow, by the way. Secure your seats today at phillies.com/tickets. So really, 2 really good giveaways coming up. Tomorrow, it's the cap. And then Friday night, when Jesus Luzardo pitches, it's the Jesus Luzardo t-shirt. There he is.
Zeus. His last couple outings, that ball's just been exploding out of his hand. McNeil's still using that torpedo bat. That was kind of a fad there, wasn't it, last year? And
yeah, it was.
Kind of dropped off. He's still using it.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. This will be the 91st pitch for Zach Wheeler. Line drive out to center. Marsh hovers and makes the catch. Inning is over. Leadoff home run has made it a 3-1 game, but after 14 pitches, we move to the bottom of the 6th. Ball is brought to you by Car Shield. It's as easy as call, drive, and save. And by Nissan. Every Nissan is designed for people who refuse to settle for less. Visit nissanusa.com or your local dealer.
All right, answer back.
Yeah, Phillies trail it by 2. Bryce Harper leads it off. It'll be Harper, Garcia, and Sosa against Jeffrey Springs.
About his pitch count, 64.
Yeah, nobody's up in the Phillies bullpen. With 1 out, maybe you see somebody go up, but I think Zach may go out back out there in the 7th inning. Fouled off. Athletics have Justin Sterner warming up. That has to be just because we're getting, in the middle of the 3rd time through the order, right?
Well, I mentioned the numbers against Springs. The 3rd time through, still only hitting 194 against Springs.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. Why don't you text Mark Kotze and ask him what his thought process is? See if he answers.
I'm sure he'll answer.
Yeah, not bad. Pitches by inning. And they're going to challenge that. That may have been off the plate. Let's see.
The pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Athletics have 2 challenges left. They may lose one here, and they're going to lose one.
The call is confirmed. The Athletics have 1 challenge remaining.
So each team now with 1 challenge.
What if he turned around at Lance Barrett and said, I have a name? The catcher.
This is what Ben talked about as far as Springs through the lineup 3 times. Two and 2. Pulls it foul.
For Heim catching him for the first time, they seem to be really on the same page. There doesn't seem to be a whole lot of shaking out there from Springs. I will say from experience, when you catch a guy for the first time, you want to make a good first impression. You want to make sure you're on the same page. Do you like my setup? You like how, our cadence?
Another one pulled foul.
Heads up, Paco. How quickly you're getting the signs. All those things. Like the way I receive the ball.
Well, he's always been a good defensive catcher, too.
Yeah.
Boy, Linda's getting her workout down there.
Win this battle, Harp.
See, Springs getting frustrated with himself. They can't put him away. This is a tough guy to put away, particularly the way he's been swinging the bat recently. Off the hand, spinning out towards shortstop. Geloff has it and throws out Harper. 5-3 on the putout. Time now for our live odds update, brought to you by FanDuel. To record a hit in his 3rd plate appearance, plus 114. He's 0 for 2. He's struck out. He's flat out to center. Harper with a 9-pitch at bat. fly ball out to deep left center field. Butler's going back. It is gone. Home run for Garcia. His 4th of the year. It's a 3-2 game. That was a heck of a catch by the fan out there, too.
Where you caught Freddie Freeman's homer.
Pretty close. That guy looked like he did it without a glove, though.
Boy, that's a long way to hit a baseball, and he knew it right away.
421 feet.
He'll let you know. See, that's going back to what I said earlier. Pick out the side of the plate. He looked like he was saying, no, I'm not swinging anything on the outside corner. I'm looking dead red inside, and he got it.
And Edmundo hits one softly to third. Geloff bare hands throws one hopper, not in time. Sosa beats it out. The A's do have their hand up in the dugout. They want to look at it. That's good hustle by Edmundo. Really good play by Geloff,
it
too.
It was. He smelled that one. Pretty sure he beats this out. A's are not going to challenge. See how he gets around that ball? Fine play. And a really good pick by Kurtz. Not able to get full extension. Hits the front of the bag like you're taught in Little League.
Well, here comes Kotze with Real Muto due up. And he's going to go to the bullpen.
Thank you. Get him out.
It's a bullpen in the month of May that has an ERA of 11.93. It's our Nissan call to the pen. We'll be back after this. The newly upgraded New Era Phillies team store is your one-stop shop to gear up for game day. Enjoy new product drops and collaborations every week. And be sure to check out the enhanced customization zone. Plan your visit and check store hours at Phillies.com/New Era. The golf shirt that Ben and I were wearing last night, the All-Star Game golf shirt, you can buy that at the New Era team store. Here's Justin Sterner's numbers, his 17th game. An ERA of 4.58.
JT's probably one of the only guys that not too happy about Springs leaving. Got 2 hits off him.
And he takes a pitch low. It's 1 ball, no strikes. For the 5th inning on, the Athletics have been outscored, and this is partly because of Garcia, 42-22 in the last 12 games. 1-1. And I guess that's part of the struggles of the bullpen. Edmundo leads off first. That's the pitch he just threw that he swung at. Now remember, they've used a challenge already in this inning, so you would think they're going to be a little conservative as Hogan Harris starts to warm up.
The lone lefty out there for the A's. Not a name you hear very often, Hogan.
Well, it's on. I hear it a lot in my house because I have Hogan's Heroes on a lot.
Do you really?
Oh, yeah. One of the greatest comedies of all time.
Never cease to amaze me.
2-1. 2-2.
Good take. Think Sosa's off here?
I think he is off. The only issue is that you have Marsh on deck. You run the risk of there's a line drive double play. I still think he's off, though. He's got good speed. He is not off. Back toward the middle, and a sliding play made by McNeil. Steps on the bag, throws wide at first. That was a nice job to even get the first out at second base.
See, that's the thing. You put him in motion there, Sosa maybe beats that out.
Well, it's our Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Fine play by McNeil. Obviously, Wilson wasn't going to get there. Thought that ball was going to be for sure up the middle. The heads-up play by the second baseman.
And now you have the red-hot Brandon Marsh, who has 12 hits in his last 8 games, 5 hits in this series. And he hits this one out towards center field. Butler was shaded perfectly for this, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. Phillies draw closer, though, on the home run by Adolis Garcia. For Garcia, it was his 4th of the year, and he knew it off the bat. We'll head to the 7th. Local Honda dealers. Phillies and the A's locked in a pretty good one. It's 3-2 as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Jeffrey Springs leaves after 5 1/3, 8 hits and 2 earned runs. Zach Wheeler, meanwhile, getting set to begin the 7th inning. He's allowed 3 earned runs and 5 hits, 4 strikeouts. Over 6 innings, Brandon Marsh has a couple of hits. Adolis Garcia has a solo home run. So Wheeler will begin the 7th inning with Tim Meza warming up in the bullpen. And Zach will face Jonah Heim, Lawrence Butler, and Zach Geloff, the bottom third of the order. There's Meza, the sheriff, Ben, warming up in the bullpen.
The sheriff?
They call him the sheriff.
Nice.
Yep, he's the man in charge. Breaking ball, and it's 1-0. Jay Sugar told us that the other night. That, Ruben asked who's the guy that kind of sets the tone in the bullpen. He said Tim Meza does.
These guys from Millersville, man, they take charge.
Yes, they do. He's got an advanced college degree. One ball and 1 strike. It's fouled. It's 1-2. Heim is grounded out to first. He's flied out to center field. The lefty is sat down in the Athletics bullpen. They've got a righty up. There's the sheriff picture, Ben. That's over his chair. As if he didn't know where his chair was.
These guys in the pen, they get picky about that stuff.
2-2. Yeah, they get picky about it. They want a little comfort. They want to know their spot.
You should get that laminated for him.
Oh, I could. There is a laminator down in the clubhouse. Riley uses it often. Chris uses it often. There it is. I don't know if it's still the same one, but the name tag says T. McCarthy on it. And that was not planned.
Of course it does.
Fouled off. This may be the last hitter for Zach. We'll see. I know that he wants to keep stretching himself out. Line drive out toward left center field. Reyes got a good jump and he runs it down. He'll make the catch. And 1 away.
He did indeed get a good jump on that. Obviously not his typical position.
Well, Don Mattingly's at the bottom stair. Now he comes up. He's going to get, I think Zach wants to stay in, but he's going to get a heck of a round of applause when he leaves this game. There's the signal to the pen. They're going to bring in the lefty, Tim Meza. 6 1/3 for Zach Wheeler. He allowed 3 runs. And you already can kind of sense the crowd because they realize it's his first start here since August of last year. 98 pitches. And they're starting to rise as Zach Wheeler exits the game. He'll leave trailing by 1. It's another quality start for the Phils and their staff. And we'll be back to the old ballpark right after this with Tim Meza coming in.
acting up, and he's a real big rule follower.
You know, he does have his master's degree, and he did speak at a commencement, so he is, a little refined. You know,
I think he's a little too smart for his own good.
Yeah, that's exactly. He's in, and he's very smart to hit. Have Butler hit one to Bryce Harper. Underhand toss to first, 3-1. So there are 2 outs. I got to tell you, it's been great having Tim around this last couple of years. I mean, he's a local guy, but he's had a really nice major league career, and he's healthy, and you can see how healthy he is because there's that jump on his fastball, and there's the command of his secondary pitches. He's a good dude.
Yeah, the sinkers, the velocity's up. He's mid-90s with that sinker, mixing the breaking ball as well, but he's throwing a lot of fastballs, which I like.
Geloff takes a strike. It's 0-1.
That sinker at 95.
Geloff has doubled and scored. He's also struck out. One ball and 1 strike. Two and 1. Ryan Kerkering starting to warm up in the bullpen. Looked like a pretty good spot. May have just missed.
I mean, that's 93 on that one, but see how late that sink was? Just so hard to score up, and as a hitter, you think you're on it, and all of a sudden it's that late movement, hitting it off the plate or off the end of your bat.
3-2. Infield is back. Got him. Good job by Tim Mayza to come in and get the 2 hitters that he faced here in the 7th inning to finish up the inning for Zach Wheeler, who went 6 1/3. No runs, no hits, nobody left. It is time to stretch, and the Phils down by 1. Our drive of the game brought to you by your Delaware Valley Audi dealers. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies down 3-2. Adolis Garcia's home run has made it a 1-run game. The Athletics will go to Jack Perkins. His 9th game. He does have 3 saves. 3 for 3 in save opportunities. And the Phillies are going to counter with Bryson Stott, who will pinch hit. In fact, he'll pinch hit. Bryson will for Alec Bohm. And then Justin Crawford has come out of the on-deck circle. And he'll pinch hit for Felix Reyes. So that means Sosa will move over to third base. They're probably talking about bunting opportunities here if, let's say, Stott gets on base. It's been a good run for Stott recently, and he takes a strike 0-1.
He didn't like it. He thought it was off the plate. Yeah, Ferguson came in last night, and Stott welcomed him with a first pitch.
Yeah,
homer off the Toyota sign. Get that leadoff guy on here.
One and 2. Kind of the same spot as that first pitch. Oh, that's close. They're going to challenge that one. Jonah Heim. They have one challenge left.
The catcher's challenging.
I think he's kind of in between. I think he may have this one right. He does have it right.
Goodness.
And Bryson Stott is down on strikes.
The A's have one challenge remaining.
All right, so the Athletics remain with one challenge.
Gutsy, but it worked out.
So now Justin Crawford will pitch hit.
I mean, that was like the ultimate perfect pitch. Backdoor breaking ball. Painted.
Crawford hitting .269. Inside, 1-0.
Amazing the plate coverage he gets with standing so far off the plate.
It's because he's long.
Yeah.
Is Alvarado starting to warm up in the bullpen?
He was trying to tie it up.
He was. Trying to get his first major league home run. Check that box.
Check it off. It's the only one left, isn't it?
That is the only one left.
And he is dotting that outside corner at 97.
Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, and Crawford is down. There are 2 outs. What a difference a week makes. From top to bottom, Sean and Spence talk about how the Phils have seemingly righted the ship. There's a whole lot of good news on the latest Phillies Talk podcast on YouTube or wherever you listen, presented by Team Toyota. They'll also talk about Spencer's debut last night in Coca-Cola Corner and out in the yard. Trey Turner to the batter. Swing and a miss. Perkins gave up 4 earned runs in an inning and 2/3 on the 13th of April against the Texas Rangers. And that's it.
I mean, he's got 3+ pitches that I've seen so far.
He's struck out 19, counting the 2 tonight. And walked just 3. Fouled off, and it's 1-2.
98. And the changeup he threw Crawford at 91 fell off the table.
Yeah, and you look at his ERA, he came in 2.70, and you're thinking, all right, well, that's pretty good, but it's only in 1 game. His ERA after that 1 game where he allowed the 4 earned runs was 9. Had a little work to do to bring it down.
That's so hard as a reliever because you just don't get the innings that a starting pitcher gets.
Well, it's down to where it is now at 2.57. You see the arsenal that he's used this season. For every 10 pitches, 4 of the fastball. It's 1-2 to Turner here in the bottom of the 7th. Swinging a ground ball. High chopper over to third. Geloff slings it. And the inning is over. 5-3 on the putout. Phillies go down in order. We've completed 7 here in South Philadelphia. This former city series will go to the 8th. Buy your Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Rally House, your city, your house. Rally House, Philadelphia. Nurses Appreciation Night here at the ballpark.
Talk about a tough job. My goodness.
Tough job, and
so demanding.
They're really good at it. Here's Jose Alvarado, his 17th game. Defensive changes for the Phillies. You see Edmundo Sosa over at third base, so he's taking over for Bohm at third. See Stott wandering out at second base. He takes over at second base. There's Edmundo. There's Bryson. Out in center field, Justin Crawford. Over in left field is Brandon Marsh, as Nick Kurtz will lead off against Alvarado. And Kurtz whacks the first pitch foul. It's 0-1.
I'd love to see a quick, efficient inning here out of Alvarado. He's had some pitch counts this year in innings where he's getting up in the mid-20s. Get ahead, stay ahead, and finish him off.
His last outing was very good. That's the kind of outing you're talking about, is that last one he had.
Yeah.
He's retired the first hitter only half the time this year. 8 of 16. Outside 2-1. Three and one. Remember, each team with one challenge left. We're here in the 8th inning.
Way to pour it in there.
6 full counts tonight for Phillies pitching. He does not get cheated.
No.
Every time a Phillies pitcher records a pitch speed of 95 or more, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities.
If you were that big, would you get cheated?
No, I don't think I would. This will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. Lefty on lefty. That one's lined out to left center field. That'll be in for a base hit. Marshall cut it off. And Kurtz has his 2nd hit of the night. Hits his 3rd hit of the series. And the Athletics have the leadoff hitter aboard, with Jacob Wilson coming up.
That's what I'm saying, already at 8 pitches. You know, just makes for some longer half innings.
Mentioned before that Wilson extended his hitting streak to 10 games. He's also hit in 15 of 16. This past offseason, he signed a 7-year, $70 million contract. As they try to tie him up, you know, they're preparing for this move to Vegas, and they want to have these young players as a foundation piece when they move to a new city.
Very team-friendly contract, huh?
Yes.
But I guess if you're Wilson, bird in the hand.
Stability.
Yeah.
Major League batting leaders last year. Aaron Judge was number 1. Wilson, despite the injury, was number 2. Or number 3, excuse me. Fouled off the first base side. He was number 2. He was tied with Bichette.
Kurtz, not the fleetest of foot, but he had a huge lead. His right foot was at the end of the cutout.
Yeah, he does have 3 stolen bases this season. Swing and a miss. A cutter. And that's the first strikeout for Alvarado. 6 strikeouts overall for Phillies pitching.
Back foots him here. And acting more like a slider than a cutter. Good spot.
Soderstrom hit a solo home run his last time up. Now that's the difference in this game right now. It's 3-2 Athletics. Runner goes. Got a good jump. Pitches outside. Throw to second on one hop. He is safe at second. That'll be the 4th stolen base for Kurtz. Phillies are going to look at it underneath, but there was really no reaction from Trey Turner.
Great jump. Huge lead. He does stay on the bag.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, that was close.
Well, he's got big puppies, doesn't he?
Like skis.
1-2.
He doesn't have Reese's Peanut Butter Cup socks on, though, like you do, partner.
No, his are colorful, though.
Yeah?
Yeah. If they were Sannies and stirrups, they would be even sharper. 1-2. Swing and a miss. That was a little slower cutter with movement away. Yeah, there are 2 outs.
Soderstrom missed that one by a foot. This is, hey, you got a base open. I know these numbers aren't great, but you do have a base open here. You got a couple outs. You got a lefty on deck.
That's the thing. You got the left-hander Cortez. Well, they meet. You can pop open an ice cold Yingling. Or you can cook your bratwurst in it.
Marinate the bratwurst.
Marinate, right. Marinate.
I only use half the can to marinate them, though.
What'd you do with the other half?
What do you think?
Yeah. There's Kerkering. There he is. Now they are going to walk Rooker intentionally. And the Athletics are going to respond by sending a right-hander up.
Will Donald Arthur Mattingly respond? Looks like he will.
Yeah, he's coming up the stairs. So an intentional walk. Donna's not signaled as of yet. And there it is. Mike Estabrook, the second base umpire, will signal to Orion Kerkering to come on in. 2 runners on, 2 outs, top of the 8th inning. We'll be back to Citizens Bank Park. And you have 1 goal. That's to be here on Tuesday, June 16th at 6:40, where the Phils host the Marlins. And all fans score a State Farm Phillies soccer scarf. Snag tickets now at Phillies.com. Orion Kerkering will take over.
He's been really good. ERA jumps out at you, 2.13. I don't like the 6 walks.
Well, he'll face Colby Thomas, who's here as a pinch hitter for the Athletics. And he delivers the first pitch strike, a little sinker at 95. Oh, and 2. Runners lead off, not being held on. 2 strikes on the board. The pitch from Kerkering, way outside. Orion has inherited 6 runners, which is an important number for a guy that's sort of a setup man. 6 runners, 1 is scored so far this season.
Wow.
Last year he inherited 32, 14 scored. It's fouled back. It remains 1-2. Broke his back, ground ball to third. Sosa has it, throws to second, inning is over. And Kerkering comes in to get the last out here in the 8th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Schwarber, Harper, and Garcia with the Phils down 1. Kids 14 and under will take home a Fanatic Children's book on Sunday, May 24th, when the Phils close out the series versus Tom Hamilton's Guardians. Secure your seats today at Phillies.com. Schwarber will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Harris is over at third base. Geloff goes to center field. Butler moves to right field for the Athletics. Schwarber's 1 for 3, doubled his first time up. 1-1.
The challenge this one.
Phillies have one challenge
Pitch
left.
is called a strike. The batter is challenging.
Kyle missed on one earlier. Let's see about this one. Oh, man. Woo.
The call is overturned. Philadelphia has one challenge remaining.
Less than .1. That is crazy how close that was.
When you know, you know.
When you know, you know. And it's now 2-0. A little different story.
Big time.
Now 3-0. Generally takes 3-0. Harper's on deck. .97 right on the inner half.
This is Perkins' ball game. Nobody's getting up in the A's bullpen.
There's ball 4. It goes all the way back to the backstop. So Schwarber walks. Harper's coming up.
You get a pinch runner here.
Might get a pinch runner. Stubbs does have the helmet on, and he's on the stairwell. There he is.
Maybe if Schwarber gets the second.
The key will be whether Jimmy runs out with Stubbs when he goes out to second base. He's all ready to go. Harper's ready to go too. The pitch inside, 1-0. They feel the swing. No swing. Harper is 0 for 3, 3 ground outs. He has 30 hits in his last 27 games. A .340 batting average with an OPS over 1. Keller and Bolin. After last night, I don't think there's any way Duran is available tonight. Figured he wouldn't have been anyway. Ground ball right side. And McNeil throws it low, and everybody is safe. It's his second error of the season. Hey, good job by Kyle Schwarber putting pressure on at second base to make that a close play.
Busting it for sure.
It's only the 8th error for the Athletics.
Much like the play that Sosa had earlier in the ballgame, he chose to go to first base with it. But you're right. Kyle Schwarber putting that pressure on the defense.
And Scott Emerson going out to the mound to talk to Perkins. Athletics are now going to get somebody else up in the bullpen. They're going to bring the lefty up. Adolis hit a home run in the 6th inning tonight that brought the Phillies to within 1.
As you said, 421 feet. Woo. Deepest part of the ballpark.
That was the 145th home run of his career. Wow. And now with the Phillies down by 1, they have the tying run at second base. The go-ahead run at first. Nobody out here in the 8th inning. Takes down and away 1-0. Great secondary lead by Schwarber at second base. Harper can lead all the way out toward Kurtz at first base. He doesn't have the same command in this inning that he had in the last inning. And it's now 2-0. I mean, this is a really important pitch right here.
Without a doubt. It's a lot different when you throw it in, you got to go in, sit down, and then come back out. Plus, you're facing Schwarber and Harper to lead off.
Line drive out towards center field. It'll drop in for a base hit. Schwarber had a hold 3/4 of the way to third, so he'll stop at third. Now the bases are now loaded. Nobody out. Phillies in a prime spot to tie it and maybe take the lead.
Doesn't try and do too much with it. Better safe than sorry for Schwarber. The initial read is there. He starts to take off and say, well, I better make sure of this one.
The corners are in for the Athletics. The middle infielders are back for two. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. And Sosa going to calm himself down a little bit here. It's been a little less than a month since Perkins last allowed a run. Swing and a miss, 0-2. This is not new territory for Perkins. He's been in multiple innings 6 times this year. There is something to it, though, as Ben said.
And one he could handle right there. But it's 0-2, you're just looking to protect. All right.
Lights it off again. It remains 0-2. The runners lead off. No balls, 2 strikes. Just trying to stay alive.
No stride?
No, may have been up a little bit, but didn't want to take a chance.
Boy. Another one he could handle.
This will be the 7th pitch of the at-bat. Phillies scored 8 runs in the 7th and 8th inning last night. Here in the 8th inning, they got the bases loaded and nobody out. And the pitch. Swing and a line drive back toward the middle. Base hit into center field. Schwarber scores. Here comes Harper. The throw is going to be offline. And the Phillies take the lead. Edmundo Sosa makes it 4-3.
You talk about scraping and clawing to see another pitch. That's what he did this entire bat. And then shoots a bullet back up the box.
And the problems for the Athletics bullpen here in the month of May continue.
Absolutely love it. There was no way Bryce Harper was stopping at third base. What a ball player. My goodness.
He is just that. He's a ball player. And here's JT. JT has 2 hits tonight. Bolin is sat down, so it's just Keller that's up. Phillies lead it 4-3. That one's out toward right center field. Butler's going to run it down. Tagging at second is Garcia, and Butler's throw will go to second.
I got to be honest, I don't hate that. I mean, I know you make an out and the double play is still in order, but you advance to third base and it's going to be it for Perkins.
Yeah, Mark Kotze's heading out, so his bullpen struggles, Kotze's bullpen struggles continue here tonight. And he's going to go to the bullpen and bring in the left-hander to face Brandon Marsh, who's the scheduled hitter. We'll be back to Philadelphia right after this. Point has been Edmundo Sosa.
Just fighting off pitches and finally gets one to his liking. Doesn't try to do a whole lot with it. No stride. Shoots it back up the box. He is fired up, and he should be. That's your Toyota Camry turning point.
Yeah, the Phillies have scored 2 in this inning. They've got a chance for some more. Huge error by Jeff McNeil in this inning. Really changed the whole landscape of this inning. Okay, Brandon Marsh the hitter, and Marsh swings at the first pitch. It's not a bad idea.
Some easy cheese there by Harris.
Yeah, 20th game for Harris. Got 2 lefties in a row. We got Marsh and then Stott.
See that defensive alignment by the A's.
1-2. Are you surprised that they're setting up to possibly allow the run to score?
Very much so.
I mean, they're down 1.
I guess they just feel like they can turn 2.
Yeah, I guess.
Back through the box.
Over towards shortstop, past the diving Wilson into left center field. Garcia will score. Marsh with another hit. It's his 3rd of the night. It's 5-3 Phillies.
He's got 6 hits in his last 2 ball games.
Well, and you pointed it out where Wilson was standing. If he had been over at double play depth, this would have been a double play. But he was shaded toward the middle.
I don't understand it, but it works to the Phillies' advantage.
Well, that is a huge insurance run.
Got the fight in this ball club, huh?
Yeah. Bryson Stott now the hitter. Stott is 0 for 1. He struck out his first time up. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes.
I mean, Marsh is up to 336, Tom.
Nice. And he's one of the qualified hitters now, so he's among the league leaders. In fact, he's zeroing in on the top spot. Pickoff play is on, but nobody's covering.
And Window's got that between the threes.
He probably felt it through his backside. So Edmundo at second base, Marsh is at first. Watch this here.
Doesn't have to throw it.
He doesn't. Line drive, base hit into right field. Sosa will be held as Butler gets that throw in, and the bases are loaded. And the Phillies aren't done, and they've got another lefty in Crawford coming up.
Getting some lefty on lefty crime here, T-Mac. Good aggressive swing there by the Phillies second baseman.
Yeah, they're loaded for Justin Crawford, who is also 0 for 1. Now they play the infield in, and he tops one toward the mound. They're not going to have a play at the plate. They almost didn't have a play at first. Sosa scores. 6-3 Phillies. It's an RBI for Crawford. This was really close at first.
And Crawford not taking anything for granted, and Harris just shovels this. Man, that was close.
Wow. Whew. Well, again, it's so important to make contact, and he did. Turner takes in. 9th man to bat in the inning, Trey Turner. Well, this is more like it for the Phillies. This is kind of like the Phillies of last year.
Last night as well. The seventh and eighth
true.
inning were huge for the Phils.
Off the end of the bat, slowly, right at the mounds. And the side is retired. However, the damage is done. The Phillies score 4 runs in the inning. They have taken the lead into the ninth. It is 6-3. Brought to you by Toyota. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles, 24 years in a row. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Get reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years and same-day Wi-Fi. Xfinity, imagine that. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, back here in South Philadelphia, we begin the top of the ninth inning, and McNeil leads it off against Keller. Keller looking for the save. The Phillies lead it by 3. Keller's 2 for 2 in save opportunities this season. 0-1 to McNeil, fouled off. It's 0-2. Ashland and Rubin are standing by for Phillies postgame live, presented by Cure Auto Insurance. It's coming up after this ball game. McNeil just slaps that one. Bobby Crosby has it. He'll toss it into the walkway.
Send it out for the ground screw.
Yeah. One and two. McNeil is 0 for 3 in this ball game. He's coming off 3 straight multi-hit games. 6 hits during that time. That one's looped out towards center. It's going to drop for a base hit. Time now for our Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz answer, brought to you by FanDuel Casino. Get your thrill on. Philadelphia is the only city to have 2 separate hitting Triple Crown winners in the same season in MLB history. Who won them in what year?
I think your answer. I'm going to go with your answer. That Jimmy Fox and Chuck Klein.
Okay. What year?
I have no idea.
Let's say 37.
Okay. That's what Larry is today.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, the opposite of 37.
Outside, it's 1-0. 1939.
39.
You know, it's funny. Chuck Klein's nephew sent me, and I was so blown away by it. In fact, I've gotten several gifts the last few days that I've been blown away by. But he sent me a Chuck Klein 1939 baseball card. That's what he sent me. It was unbelievable. I was so blown away when I received that.
That's a great condition, too.
It's sealed and everything. Runner goes. And
That's
it's 2-1.
awesome.
Yeah, he said that his father, Chuck's brother, Big Chuck's brother, would give them out over the years because they have a bunch of them.
Do you know who made the card?
I do, but it's on my desk.
Is it one of those tobacco?
I don't remember. Fly ball to left, and Marsh is there. I'll show you after the game.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Well, here you go. It's on the backside. You can see it. I think you can see it anyway. Yeah, play ball.
Gum
Incorporated.
That's awesome.
This is one of a series of 250 pictures of leading baseball players. Really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So 1 out. Here's Butler, and Butler takes outside.
A change up at 94.
Yeah, they're not really concerned about McNeil. Two and out to Butler. Two and one. And, 3-0 and ball 4. All right, so that brings the tying run to the plate. Ashland and Rubin are standing by, hopefully to talk about a Phillies victory, a come-from-behind victory. Brought to you by Cure Auto Insurance.
JT's going to go out there and talk to him a little bit. Get a ball on the ground. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, Geloff has 2 home runs. And when you're thinking about, the tying run coming to the plate, the guy on deck is probably the concern. And maybe a couple batters later, and then maybe 3 batters after that. But you can get out of this right here. Geloff is 1 for 3 tonight. He has struck out twice. Don't forget, 2 years ago he hit a grand slam against the Phillies here at this ballpark. Again, he grew up 115 miles from Citizens Bank Park, and he takes a breaking ball. It's 0-1. Athletics have good speed on the base paths. Butler's very fast at first. Ooh, man, challenge that one. Yep, JT's going to challenge it.
The pitch is called a ball. The catcher is challenging.
Matt Barrett has a lot of these tonight.
There it is.
It's overturned. It is a strike. Philadelphia has 1 remaining.
Phillies retain their challenge. That's a big one. It's now 0-2. Swing and a miss. 2 outs here in the 9th inning. And it brings Kurtz up.
Another breaking ball. Geloff out in front. There's only one thing on Nick Kurtz's mind right now.
Kurtz takes outside. Two and 0. Barlow's starting to warm up in the Athletics bullpen as the runners take their lead with 2 outs. 2-0 pitch is looped down the left field line. Marsh on the run toward the line. It's a foul ball. It takes a kangaroo hop into the crowd. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike. There's Barlow. $36,474. Three balls and 1 strike.
Youngster's ready to celebrate.
Yeah, he is.
Hopefully.
Ball 4. He's loaded the bases up. Well, he was being really careful with Kurtz.
As well he should.
Does Caleb come out here for a moment? Yep, here he comes. The bases are now loaded for Wilson.
How big were those insurance runs the Phillies got?
Hernandez is going to pinch run for Kurtz. That's because he's the tying run. All right, now you have Wilson. You know he's going to swing. Interestingly, we were talking about how Kurtz runs pretty well for a big guy. He stole a base earlier. He has 4 stolen bases on the season, but they pinch run for him here. I mean, obviously Hernandez is a lot faster.
Right.
Jacob Wilson is 1 for 4. RBI single in the 3rd inning. Broke his bat. Slow roller toward the mound. Backhanded by Keller. Throws to first in time. And the Phillies have come all the way back, and they've won it by a final score of 6-3. Edmundo Sosa's base hit was the difference. The Phillies added on in their half of the 8th inning. And this was a collective win for the Phils. They've now won 8 of their last 9 games as they creep closer to the 500 mark. Brandon Marsh is our Chevrolet player of the game. 3 for 4, 2 singles, a triple, an RBI, a run scored, his 10th career game with 3 hits or more. Edmundo's base hit, it was a whopper.
And the Phils now just 3 games under 500. But you got to tip your cap. The way that man battled in that 8th inning put the Phillies up. Ends up being the game winner. But what a collective effort by this club.
Big time. Bullpen. Zach Wheeler. Wheeler goes 6 1/3, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 strikeouts. The combination of Meza, Alvarado, Kerkering, and Keller finished things off for the Phils. Well, you mentioned that this was a huge at-bat. He fought off one foul ball after another before he lined it back through the middle bend for a base hit that brought home 2 runs.
Yeah, he had some swings where he was just getting just a piece of it, but he lived to see another pitch, and again got one to his liking and shoots it back up the box. He is excited, as why wouldn't he be?
Yeah, he's got to get a little hydration, but he's scheduled to join us with Diego. Diego told us last night that you can't really see his mustache on TV. In reality, you can. And we're going to see it for a 2nd consecutive night. Last night it was with Christopher Sanchez, and tonight it's with Edmundo Sosa. And they are heading up the stairs. And Edmundo, he's looking at the bullpen. He's clapping his hands. There's always emotion from Edmundo Sosa in a positive way. And I think you saw that here tonight. The man loves to play. He loves the opportunity. He got the opportunity tonight, and he helped the Phillies to this victory. He finished with 2 hits, including the game winner in the 8th inning to drive home a couple. So Edmundo and Diego are down on the field, and we will welcome them in. Edmundo, that was a heck of an at-bat. You battled and battled to try to get those 2 runs in. Just talk about it a little bit and what you were trying to do.
Tremendo turno, peleaste y peleaste para traer esas 2 carreras ahí. Entonces hablan un poquito de qué hiciste para tener ese éxito en ese turno.
Bueno, primero que todo yo vi que hicimos el rally bien rápido, luego estaba ahí, luego vi que ya a JT obviamente le dije, hey, voy a entrar agresivo, ¿qué tú crees? Me dice, do it, kid, do it. Entonces yo fui agresivo, fui a swingar mi picheo, luego él me tiró mucho sweeper, luego me tiró uno por arriba que pude sentir que podía controlarlo y me senté agresivo en mi recta y luego a reaccionar al sweeper y bueno, me tiró la recta y estaba listo para poner la bola en juego y gracias a Dios pudo salir por el medio y empujar esas 2 carreras para ayudar al equipo a ganar.
Yeah, so, first of all, we started the rally really quick. To rally up really quick on that inning. So in my mind, I go to JT and I tell him, hey, I want to go aggressive. I'm going to be aggressive on my at-bat. And JT just goes, yeah, do it, kid, right? So, I go out there, try to go and be aggressive early in the at-bat. And, the pitcher goes out and throws a couple sweepers, so I adjust to that. Then he goes and leaves one up. I feel a little comfortable putting my barrel around it, and then I just prepare for a fastball. So a couple fastballs in, then, I just try to grind through it, and, luckily I fought and got that knock for the 2 runs. So, tremendous, overall what happened there.
No, Edmundo, every day I see you, I say, está listo, which means, are you ready? And you said every day, cada día. How important is it for you to get your reps in every day, to get ready to play every day? And we just see the sheer joy in your face. You love playing this game of baseball.
Te dicen que siempre que te ven te preguntan si tú estás listo, tú dices cada día. Entonces, ¿qué tan importante mantenerse ready? ¿Qué tan importante mantener la emoción, esa gracia que tú tienes al jugar, esa energía, como tú sabes, esa emoción que tú tienes al jugar la pelota?
Claro, siempre le agradezco a Dios, obviamente, por ponerme en este lugar. Soy bendecido por tener la oportunidad de estar aquí en las Grandes Ligas, representando toda una ciudad de Filadelfia. Siempre trabajo siempre llego al terreno de juego como un profesional, como lo aprendí desde muy pequeño. Simplemente vengo, me preparo, esté jugando o no, trato de estar listo, trato de estar disponible cuando el manager me necesita, siempre estar preparado para cualquier situación, cuido mi cuerpo, trabajo muy duro dentro, así que ese es parte del éxito que tengo y me divierto, ¿sabes? Al final del día es un juego.
Yeah, so I just, first of all, thanks to God always for blessing me with this life, and I'm also blessed to, represent something much bigger than baseball, that is the city of Philadelphia. So, as I always say, even if I'm playing or not, I just come out here and get ready. Every time I come here and do my work in, get my reps in to stay ready if I'm playing or not. So I'm always ready to seize the opportunity, always ready to, take advantage of any opportunity that the manager gives me, and I'll just stay ready. I worked really hard here. We all work really hard here. I work hard on my body. I work hard on the things that we do on the field. So it's just about that, about staying ready and, trying to seize the moment.
Can he beat Odolis Garcia in an arm wrestling competition?
Tú le puedes ganar a Dolly en una batalla de brazos ahí a ver quién gana.
Bueno, ese tipo tiene una bazooka.
No, pero en un arm wrestle, a ver quién es más fuerte ahí.
Es imposible. ¿Ustedes no han visto los brazos de ese hombre?
It's impossible. Have you seen this guy's arms?
What about Diego? Can you beat a Diego in arm wrestling?
Maybe time. Esto es una partida entre medio.
Guys, thank you very much. Way to go, Edmundo. Way to go, Diego.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Good night.
What a night for the Phils. They come from behind. They were trailing at 3-1. They win it tonight by a final score of 6-3. Representing, that's right, he knows it, Panama representing. Phillies have won 8 of 9 as they take game 2. They've won another series. Don't forget the crossover brought to you by Toyota is coming up in just a moment, so stay with us.